All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Market Prep. I hope you're having an amazing morning. Hopefully, you guys had an incredible day yesterday. Good morning, John. How you doing today, my friend?
Hey, Carlos. Good morning. Good to see you.
Yeah, same here, man. Good to see you. Good to be up and early and ready to rock this market. Hopefully, let's see what's happening today. All right. Hopefully, everybody's having a great Thursday. Thursday, right? Yes, Thursday morning so far. We had a day off on Monday, so throwing me off a little bit. But hopefully, had a great day yesterday, and hopefully, having a great morning right now. So back to school, man. The house is quiet, John. I take my headphones off and I hear nothing. There's no kids running around. So weird. There's
Do you,
nobody screaming and calling for me. It's
do
kind
you
of it's
like
kind of
that?
sad.
You-
Uh, a little bit, but not too much. It kind of feels weird, you know.
Yeah.
I like my quiet time. I like my me time, no question. But it does feel weird this morning after hanging out with them for a month and change at the house. But yeah, friends, let's. Your house is empty, John. As far as kids,
Yeah. Well, I got one kid left at home, and he went back to school a few days ago. I mean, he's pretty quiet as a teenager. You can hardly get him to talk when they
oh
get older.
yeah,
So
yeah,
it's just a little different. But
yeah.
yeah, I like being alone. Like, no,
I figured you were gonna
like,
say that. Yeah, I like quietness, alone, no lights, dark room, by myself.
yeah,
I
no
love it,
problems.
man. Yeah. All right, friends, let's take a look what's happening today. Let's see what this market is doing. Are these gappers right? I hope they're not. I hope they're completely wrong, and I hope there's something happening here because this list is massive on both sides. So I hope something is messed up here, and that there's hopefully a lot of crap that we can go through quickly and get to the meat of what's happening. But I haven't gone through any of these yet. But if you look at both sides, when you scroll down, man, it's packed. John, I'm not sure if you had a chance to look at any of these today. Is anything good in here? Are these correct?
Oh, whoa! Your list is much bigger than the one I had. Well, I no,
Oh,
I take it back.
really?
Now mine is increased too. Wow, it's changing so
Hmm.
fast these days. Well, I think I pulled out the stuff that I saw that had news. I have a feeling if you check most of these, they're going to be the volume is just atrociously low.
This
So
could probably be garbage. Okay. All right. Yeah, because some of these names, I mean, can't recall I ever seen them. So we might be skipping around, say a little bit to the names that I actually know. We'll check the top maybe four on each one, and then we'll hop around to look at, like, for example, like JetBlue. I know that. We'll look and see what's happening there. We'll look at some other ones on here. Tesla's on here as well. So we'll look at some names that we know, but yeah, it seems like there's a lot of garbage in there. Before we do that, U.S. economic calendar, John, what is happening on this beautiful Thursday morning?
that's a great question. I haven't checked. Uh, do we have a slide this morning for that?
You know, that's usually what Peter does. I'm not sure if he updated one
Well, let me just
or
jump.
not.
Let me just jump here. It looks like Thursday
Yeah,
morning. So at 8:15, which is gone now, we had ADP employment, which came in. Had a forecast of 140,000, came in at 111,000. So that's low. What did the market do at 8:15? Did it react? That's the question. Yeah, it did drop off a bit. So not liking that news. Initial jobless claims come in at 8:30. Well, no, it's past 8:30. So those came in.
yeah, fast, yeah.
Okay, forecast 225, 225K, 225,000 there, and came in at 231, so a little bit higher. And the market reacted back up to where it went from the initial news. The 8:15 news sold off. The 8:30 initial jobless claims pulled it back up pretty much to where it was. Okay. We also had U.S. productivity came in 2.5%, or excuse me, 2.3 versus the 2.5% prediction. So that the productivity is slightly lower than what they were expecting. Oh, there's a lot of stuff at 8:30. U.S. unit labor costs. That's a revision. We won't look at that one. And so let's get into what's happening when the trading day kicks off. 9:45 S&P Final Services PMI will come out, and then at 10 ISM Services. So there is some stuff. Got to be aware. 9:45 and 10 o'clock this morning. Watch out for those. We'll see where they come in.
Yeah, what is it with the 9:45s? We had two of those this week, right? So very
Yeah, I don't
strange
like
time.
those. I don't
Um,
like those.
yeah, because it's too early into the market open. Like do it at 10 and after. Don't mess up our morning opening ranges. But yeah, 9:45 again today. So we'll see what takes place there. So a lot going on here, as you can see on the U.S. economic calendar. Spies reacting and showing some movement here as well. And I'm sure some of the stocks we were watching yesterday, like Nvidia, like our Tesla, are going to be following a suit today. So we'll see how that is all going to play out. Look at Nvidia, guys. As low as 104. So hitting that level we had there back in end of July and beginning of August. So seeing a lot of selling pressure, at least in the last couple of days. All right, no screen in chat room. Let's see. Oh yeah, screen is frozen in a trade book screen. That's what I'm seeing here. We'll fix that, guys. So that's we'll take care of that. Brent, our production guy, is gonna take a look, see what's going on there. But yeah, stuck in the trade book for pre-capital, which by the way has started. Today's the first week, which is usually very intense for us, you, John, Peter, and everybody else that's captain there. So, but looking forward to working with the team. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to learn a ton. So, if you're interested for the next time we start, I believe it's January. So, if you're interested, head over to pcapitaltraining.com. And again, you got to make sure it's for you, right? Because it's intense. And I hate people that that can make a financial commitment, but then they don't put in the work, right? And that's tough. And with anything, a lot of people do that. I spoke about this on my onboarding class on Monday. Where people come into trading, they do an annual membership, they do the financial commitment. You see this in the gym a lot where people do their financial commitment, but then they don't put in the work, they don't show up. And you don't want to do that, right? Just because you committed financially doesn't mean you're automatically going to become a trader. You have to put in the work, and that's what with anything. So keep that in mind, guys.
Sorry to
All right, if
interrupt.
still not,
Is it
yeah, go ahead, man.
still working, or I tried
I don't
restarting
see
it?
anything,
Okay, I'm
but
just going to
yeah, I
restart
don't see
the
anything.
browser. One sec.
Okay. All right. We'll start the browser. We'll keep chatting about other stuff here in the meantime when we get that up and running. But you can hear us fine over on YouTube. Oh, no, we got disconnected from not YouTube, but from the chat. So they cannot even hear us now. So we'll wait a little bit. Okay. We'll hang a bit. Just typing that in before we keep going. But yeah, speaking of that, I mean, I'm a fault. I gotta admit, I pay for a membership that I haven't used in so long, and I love the gym. It's just I don't have time. I don't have time to get there. So I made the financial commitment, but I am not attending at all. And it's a really great gym. Like I love going there. So I got to get my act together. And now that the kids are back to school, it makes it easier. So I'll make my way down there um, and take advantage of that. Over on YouTube, guys, good morning. Everything on YouTube should be perfectly fine. We're just trying to get our sound and our video back into the members tab. And if we can do that very quickly, we'll continue on YouTube and we'll have our members hop over here. So just for the sake of time. Let's take, you know what, we'll do this. Let's go through this list and start weeding out some of the stuff that might not be good anyways. FFIE, if we look at that, this is actually in play. It does belong here. Up 20% this morning. Hard to borrow. Float on this bad boy is 12.3. So it's a lower float. Not something that I usually have on my list, but it is in play today. So it's something that if you do like low flow stocks, lower price, this one is popping this morning. Looks like sound and video is back in the room.
Sorry,
So
is it working?
sweet.
Yep. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, I got video and looks like sound is working, and Dan is confirming yes. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Something with Firefox.
So we're just looking at
Thanks.
yeah. Go browsers are funky. FFIE, and again in play, but not typically a stock that I will watch. John, any news on this that might be interesting?
There's not that I can find. And if anyone knows, please let us know in YouTube or the chat room. But I don't see anything. I just see a lot of people on the X platform excited that it's popping. I think there's a lot of bag holders on this one.
Yeah. Oh man, so some astronauts here left. Oh yeah, there's definitely some astronauts here stuck at 120. They're looking for a rescue. 120. What is this? The highest this thing has been 155. What? Wow. Roll the truck on this garbage can stocks, man. Just this sucks. We talk about this all the time. I'm sure there's some really great traders that decided, hey, let me give this a try today, and are in a tough situation or probably blow up their account, right? And they've been trading very well, doing their mid to large flow stocks. Then they come touch this garbage and get infected. So guys, stay away from that. As the song goes, don't go chasing waterfalls. Listen to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. Somebody very famous, a group sang that. So if you know that, I'm aging myself a little bit there, but really good song. Great advice.
Abraham Lincoln actually said that.
He might have did, and then these girls remixed it. Absolutely. Let's take a look at the next one here. CMS this morning. Ooh, doesn't belong here. We'll skip on to JetBlue, which is a ticker that I actually know. So CMS not in play. JBLU. JetBlue this morning. We are up 4.4, 342,000 shares traded. It looks weird as far as the pre-market. It's really not a whole lot going on. Look at this daily, how bad JetBlue trades. I mean, unless the stock is in play, you're not getting much movement. I mean, this move today, we're up, 22 cents. It's a $5 stock, so it's still good, but it's just not my cup of tea, man. John, what's your thoughts on this?
Oh, well, it does have news, and there's not a lot of stocks this morning that do. So they did raise their third quarter guidance, and they're seeing improved in-month bookings and strength in Latin America. So maybe they're getting that region, making some money for them. So it is a real move as opposed to whatever FFIE is doing.
Yeah. This doing something here. I personally don't like it, guys. I'm gonna keep it off my list. I don't know. It doesn't look great to me, so we'll keep it off here. Let's take a look at the next one. ACA's trying to make its way in here. Doesn't belong there, so we'll head down to RPM. Also doesn't belong here. Only 3 units traded, so we'll skip on that one. ARW also does not. SSL. Okay, so this it's like the gappers list turned over this morning. It's a lot of stuff does not belong here. At all. We'll skip all that. John, let's go to you. Do you have, give that a nice little garbage bin there. Do you have anything on the gap up that might have some news that actually worth looking at?
No. So JetBlue is the only one that I found a legit story on. I did look through the rest. Most I like were low volume. I see Tesla's on there now. Obviously, that's legit, and that's up 2.4% this morning. And I didn't look for news. Tesla can just do that sometimes, but let's see if there's anything. We got a lot of Tesla knowledgeable people out there, and so sometimes I miss what's going on, and then someone lets me know there was something, sales news out of China or something. I do see Tesla outlines AI roadmap, expects full self-driving in China by 2025. That might be the news.
Yeah, I
if
like
it is,
Tesla
if it even is news.
Right. I haven't seen what they've been doing over the last 2 weeks or so, but before I left, their volume in the pre-market seemed lighter than usual, right? Like 1.5, under a million. They're at 3.8 this morning, so that is nice. Up 2.6. They had a decent day yesterday. Gonna add these guys to our list, man. They have something. Looks like some kind of news here. I like it.
It's
the
full self-driving in China. That's the little bump here.
Yeah, looks good. I like Tesla for sure on our list this morning. I'm gonna scan through the rest of this gappers list on the gap up. I don't see anything else that I like here, so we'll skip. If you guys found something that looks good, in a second here, we'll go to you guys to call that out. Let's take a look at the gap down. AI. I have not seen this ticker here in some time. Down 20%. Someone's getting fired this morning. 1 million shares traded. John, what's going on with AI ticker here?
What was their news? So down 20% as of this article. I don't know what it's down now, but subscription revenue squeezed by slow conversions of pilot customers. High interest rates and an uncertain economy have led to cautious spending by enterprises, which have kept a tight leash on costs. So not getting the adoption they wanted, perhaps. So that's a rough tumble, though.
That is. It doesn't sound that bad when you said it.
Maybe I know
something else there that we don't understand. Like, okay, that's bad, but it's not catastrophic. You're down 20%. This should be more than that, but maybe there's something else underlying there that we don't understand. But they're in play today. This is not a good.
Oh wait, did they have earnings? They weren't an earnings stock recently, were they?
Oh, last night. I just looked at the last night. Yeah, something came out here.
Yeah. They had earnings last night. Okay, let's check that out. So they did beat expectations. 5 cents a share. EPS. The estimate was, it says beat expectations. This is funny when I look at earnings whispers. Sometimes it doesn't seem to match the numbers, but excuse me, they reported a loss of 5 cents per share. Oh, and the estimate was a loss of 13. Okay, so that is a beat. And then they very slightly beat on revenue, 87 million. Man, that's not much. 87.2 versus 87.1 estimated. So, but it's that news that news of adoption that is going to hurt it. It's kind of a guidance lowering in a way.
Yeah. This definitely not good. I mean, you got other AI companies making money. Why are they not making money? So not a good look
They
for them.
can't
Down
all make money,
20%.
Carlos. There's going to be some
That's
losers.
true. Yeah, best believe it. So here's AI. I'm gonna put this on deck, guys, as a secondary. I might move this up. It's weird. It trades a little funny at times, so it's not my favorite ticker, but it is in play today. And based on this list, I'm probably not gonna find something better, so I might move this up quicker than what I think here. So we'll keep AI there. HTH this morning, no, does not belong here. We'll fly through this very quickly. FYBR does belong here. What a weird daily. So yesterday went from 28 over to 39, and that was a very nice move, actually. Not a whole lot of shares, 15 million. So let me check the float on this. It is actually a 180 million shares float, right? So you got some. Oh, it's Frontier. This is the airline. They're getting bought out. What's the news with Frontier? Did you
Wait,
mention
which stock are you looking
earlier
at?
with Frontier? Is this the airline, right, or is it something else?
What, FYBR?
Yeah.
Oh, it
the
is
airline,
Frontier. Yeah. I'm
FYBR?
sorry. Yes. I'm sorry. It's Frontier Communications, not Frontier Airlines.
Oh, okay. So it's different. Okay. So it's not the
Yeah.
airlines.
So
Gotcha.
Verizon announced, I'm sorry, I was reading something while you're talking. Verizon announced it would gobble up Frontier Communications for $20 billion. That's more than Frontier's market cap at the close of the trading the night before. So this is a company that offers
Nice.
internet, phone, and TV services. So yeah, that's a good deal for Frontier.
That is a great deal for them. Verizon is VZ, I believe, right? Yeah. So Verizon, usually the buyer drops a little bit. You're seeing that bit of a drop here on Verizon for being the purchaser. I don't know how well this news is going to trade. Verizon trades horrible, so I don't think they're going to move any more than what this is already. And then this FYBR obviously is not going to be in play depending what the buyout price is going to be. You can see it here; it's kind of just stuck here. So I don't expect this to be a good candidate for any type of strategy today, at least for intraday trading. If you were in yesterday, 28, nice. But if you're not in before that, then you had no clue this was happening. So not in play. Let's look at the next one. STNE. No, shouldn't be here. PFS. Nope. We'll go through this quickly. HMY. Yes, this should be here. So this is down. This Harmony Gold, we've seen this plenty of times on our list before. I don't think I have ever, maybe once, traded this stock. It is down 5%, 223,000 shares traded. Pre-market looks, I know it's got 223, but this pre-market looks so bad. It's not attractive at all. Lower price stock as well. Yeah, roll the truck on this thing. Yeah, I'm not putting on this on my list, Peter. I mean, sorry, John. What's the news on it?
That none that I could find. I feel like in the scanners we need the scanner to check the name of the ticker and filter out anything with the word mining or gold. Let's move on.
They
with
do
our
trade
list.
horrible. I usually avoid those stickers. You know what we could do? We could come up with a little filter here, like a garbage truck filter, right? So to kind of like a AI algorithm to kind of check if it's garbage and put a little garbage truck there, which is could filter those out. At least be aware, like a bin on fire, something that can help us identify some of these garbage stocks. This is one of them. We're gonna move down to SBH. SBH down. No, not really in play. No volume. ASTS was in play yesterday. So we'll look at that again. It is in play again today, guys. Down 3.6, 1.2 million shares traded. So you do have some action here. Again, yesterday you did get a nice move, but there's a lot of stuff moving well. Like you had Meta did very good. Tesla did very good yesterday as well. So I wasn't paying attention to ASTS that much. I did have it on my secondary. Secondary play today, maybe. So secondary list for now, and we'll keep looking at how that does. It is up. It is down 3.6, 1.2 million. So you do got some action on here. Will be interesting to see how the market open treats that one a little bit later. All right, I'm gonna stop here. And then John, as far as the gap down, I'm not sure if you had anything that maybe did not make this list, or that you're looking at as gapping down that's worth having on our list today.
No, I saw AI that Frontier Communications and ASTS, which was gapped up this morning, and then right around 8 o'clock, it went from gapped up to gapped down. And I'm not sure exactly why that happened, but it has. And but like you said, it's a ripple play, kind of, I call them. The second day ripples of the rock being thrown in the pond. And in this case, it's more than 2 days. But.
Yeah, it's been a couple of days. Yesterday did some nice trading, but it's been a couple of days. Did die down here into last week. Looks like not a whole lot of volume and trying to get stuff going here. So I'll keep it on my secondary list, and we'll see how at the market open that looks. Friends over on YouTube and also in our members tab, let's take a look at what you guys like this morning. We'll look at some tickers. Again, not a whole lot coming off this list. We haven't looked at our usual suspects yet, which is going to be NVIDIA, AMD, Tesla we do have here. We'll look at Meta because Meta was very active yesterday. Like if you look at let's go here. Yep, at their intraday action yesterday, they actually traded very well. Nice pop and then it dropped. No, that's not it. That's not it. Here it is. Yeah, they popped up here. They broke out nicely. So did have a nice move into the green. And Tesla as well traded very, very clean yesterday. So I'm looking forward to having that on here today, especially with some positive news. So those are looking good. I'll add Meta to my list as well. What do you guys like? Let's start here in our chat. Amazon by our good buddy Chris. Let's take a look. Amazon. I like the pre-market up 1.1, 625,000. Looks like it wants to break out here. Yeah, I like Amazon. And Amazon, we've been talking about this for quite a while. Out of nowhere, you get these type of days where you're moving, $8, $7, $6. And it does it very clean. Like I'm gonna try to go back to, what's that, the 30th? If you look at the 30th, it's been doing that in a very clean fashion. So here's the 30th. Let's see if that was one of the same thing here. Look how beautiful and clean this is, right? I wasn't trading during this day, but you can see how nice this is. But before I left on vacation, it was doing the same thing. Like it was just going these trends. Wouldn't give you a great pre-market activity, and it would just take off and start trading well. So I like Amazon. Amazon looks good. What do you think about that, John?
Yeah, I the last time I did the pre-market show, whenever that was, I guess it was last week, maybe it was Friday. But I mentioned Amazon's kind of coming alive, and it's always on my top 12. But I would say it ranks pretty low on that list because I'm looking for strong breakouts I can get underneath and get my stop to break even. And Amazon just kind of messes around at highs before it breaks out. It makes it difficult. But lately, it's been a little better, and I feel like if the market has a strong day, Amazon's ready to do something maybe. So. Yeah, I've been looking at it, and as I look at my top 12, there's only two green stocks. There's Amazon up 1% and Tesla up 2.5. Everything else is in the red, so that does stand out to me.
Yeah, mentioning everything else in the red, let's take a look at NVIDIA. Right? NVIDIA continues to slide here, guys. So it is the low of the pre-market to 104.16. We got to have this on deck, right? This is also going to be going to keep an eye on. 11 million shares traded, always tons of volume. Which makes it nice. So we'll keep that one on deck. All right, heading back to our chat room. So we did look at Amazon. What else? Amazon does mess around. Agree. Yes, it does. Let's take a look towards the top. Anything else? NVIDIA we have. Okay, let's take a look at our YouTube chat now. So on our YouTube chat, we're getting DXC. No. This is not in play. I've seen this ticker before, but yeah, this is not good. And the reason we're saying it's a garbage truck, yes, is because there's really nothing has been traded right now, right? So there's really no action on this one. And this is a stock that even if we have some shares traded, it trades so bad. What do these guys do, by the way? I've seen them before. I don't know what they do. DXC Technologies. What's their deal?
DXC.
IT critical business. This is something that Peter might know. Peter knows all these weird companies. Yeah, I don't know what they do, but they got a bunch of stuff here.
Together with their subsidiaries, they provide information technology services and solutions in the United States, the United Kingdom, the rest of Europe, Australia, and internationally. Okay, it's an IT company.
IT company. Some stuff there. All right. But yeah, they trade brutal, so we'll skip on that one. American Airlines, my favorite airline. No, I don't really have a favorite airline to trade, but American Airlines is up there. It's American Airlines and which other one trades well? And Delta, right? Usually these two trade a little bit better than the rest of the stocks that we normally watch, right? They're not doing anything today. I know JetBlue might have some news here, but these guys are just they're quiet right now. They're very, very quiet. I do have a nice position on American Airlines, which I keep building every time we get down to like 917 or below 10. But that's long-term stuff. They haven't really been in play on the daily, not that I have seen. So nothing special today. Let's take a look at SoFi and what's happening there. SOFY. Let's see, what do we have here? That's the pre-market. Oh, man, that is so bad. So this is it. I don't like this at all. Ooh. Yeah, that is so bad. Yeah, I don't like it, guys. So be careful. Maybe you have to wait for the market open. You do get volume. This stock somehow, throws around 45 million shares traded on a regular basis. It looks like here we hit 90 a couple of times. So just got to watch it to see what kind of day it's going to have. But right now, there's no indication this thing is in play at the moment. So we'll have to wait for our scanners to kind of bring that one up. Let's look at a few more here. TRV. How are we doing on time? 8:56. We got a little bit of time here. TRV. No, not in play. Who's this? Petit. I think you gave me two already that are like no's. What's going on, man?
I suspect sometimes people just have they own these stocks, Carlos, and they want to hear you say something good.
I used to do that. Before I knew what the heck I was doing, I will throw a stock out there that was really not in place just to see, hey, hopefully he says something positive and I'm in the right. I could bag hold this for a little bit longer. Hey, not saying that that's the case with you, just saying that we've been here. Or John, I'm sure you've done this. You get into a stock and then after you bag hold it for the entire day. At night, you start looking for possible news, analysts on where it can possibly go. Oh, I've done that so many times.
And you can always find somebody to support your hopes. You know what I mean?
So, of course, it is so bad. But yeah, we're past that. TRV not good. What else, friends? GM. Well, skipped one here. SOX S. Yeah, this is the semiconductors. Yeah, you could look at this. I usually end up trading NVIDIA. But yeah, this is one that you can look at to see the overall semiconductor sector and how that's doing. But NVIDIA is probably what I'm going to be looking at, and AMD. Looking at GM, let's look at a few more, and then we'll head over to our community events and announcements. GM, not really in play, very light volume. So not a whole lot happening. So for the way I trade, I need something explosive with volume, and GM doesn't look like it's going to be in play today. They were in play a couple of times in the past year. You can see the increase in volume, bigger daily moves. Today doesn't look like one. I see what you're looking at, though. Possible breakdown is 48. Could be interesting getting into 47. But again, it needs a little bit of a push to get that going. Slick 1359. Let's see. That sounds like some kind of whiskey drink. Slick 1359. AMD quiet. So I'll stick with NVIDIA for now. HPE, no volume. And we might just end up stopping here. Yes, Neo, one more Neo, and then we'll head over to our calendar. Neo right now, tons of volume, 3.6, which is normal for them. Let's see, hard to borrow on Neo. Wow, okay. Things have changed. That was never the case on Neo back in the days, but hard to borrow today. So you can short it. So I don't like that. And again, Neo throws a lot of volume around and it doesn't trade very well. So I'm not a big fan. They're looking to break out here out of this area. They've been stuck under 425 for a while. So 444 now, as high as 450. So they got something trying to get brewing here, but they have let us down so many times. I'm just not going to spend time on that. They had earnings. Yeah. They had earnings, this morning? Looks like this morning, right? If they did.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
So, man, can we get double garbage cans? Just look at this. I could probably scan this at Target and guess some kind of item. This is barcode like madness. You just don't want no parts of this, man. Even with earnings, I don't expect for them to trade well. That 5 minutes just horrendous. So there it is, double garbage can. You got the fire bin, you got the truck. It is just that bad. So yeah, Neo's not what it used to be, obviously. But if you look at this is just, again, I probably could scan that on Amazon and get something. All right, friends, let's head over to our community events and announcements. If you haven't done so already over on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. Really appreciate it. It does help us out a ton. It helps the show a lot. So we appreciate that as we do this every morning. The market is open. So I'm sitting at 126. We'd love to be at 300 is our goal before we end the pre-market show. Then after that, you can, Andrew and anybody else will get you higher. But 300 would be amazing for John and I. So thank you for that. All right, let's take a look. Bearwithtraders.com. What's happening for our community on this beautiful Thursday morning. You can always head over to bearwithtraders.com, click on webinars, and this is going to show you what's coming up for the next 2 weeks. But today we'll focus on this beautiful Thursday. Here we go.
All right, what do we have going on? Let me pull it up on my screen here. All right, so we're going right back to Monday, right? Or no, we're just doing Thursday. Oh, this is an easy day for me. Okay, it's mentorship day. Boom. 11 o'clock. I kick it off in the webinar room with the mentorship for new traders and also struggling traders. If you kind of feel like you're new because you're struggling, come by at 11 o'clock. And that's where we like to answer those questions people sometimes are afraid to ask in the main chat room because it's kind of busy over there and they don't want to bother people, or they feel like they're new and it's a dumb question. It's not. Come by that 11 o'clock mentorship session and let's talk about that stuff. 2 o'clock, we have options trading mentorship with Jared and Megan. Very popular session for you crazy options traders. Then after the close today, 4 p.m., we have afternoon mentorship with Lenny when things are calmed down and we don't have any more charts to watch. And there's definitely nothing good on earnings these days. So you might as well pop in, see Lenny, and attend that mentorship session. And then to close out the day, 8 o'clock tonight, we have Thor doing his Thursday mentorship. So should be a good day. And if you'd like to join us here at Bearable Traders, the best way to do that is with that elite annual membership, because that is going to get you into those webinars and into some of our advanced content in the on the Bearable Traders website, and also gets you. Oh no, I take it back. Looks like what I was going to mention is no longer on the list of menu items. But anyway, great deal. Best way to join us, Elite Annual. If you only like to do that monthly, you can always take the $199 per month option, or just join us for a basic membership. You get access to the chat room, which I think is the best part of BBT by far. So you can join us here every day. You can do that for $39 for 1 week of access, or bump up to $99 a month. And you can be with us every day, because day trading takes a while to figure out, and you're going to need some time. Trust me.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, John. Appreciate that. All right, friends, let's take a look at our list here. So far, we have Tesla, we have Meta, we have Amazon and Nvidia. So that's what makes up our list right now. Again, Gapper's list is full of stuff, but a lot of it on there not really in play. So let's get some levels, and then we'll have some time towards the end. We can hop onto some questions if you guys have any, or we can also look at more stocks. But I think our list is made up. We'll look at Apple. Actually, there is a back to school. I was going to ask if there was a back to school sale, and there is. So we have to get this banner to show up in the other place as well, so there's no confusion. So there is a back to school 50% off on the Elite Annual memberships. Take advantage of that, guys. Back to school there. So all right, excellent. All right, friends, let's get some levels in here. So let's start with Tesla, our good buddy, which I think is going to be heavily in play today. So if you're long this thing, if you bought at the bottom here, 195, even 210, 207, you're sitting pretty this morning. I'm sure there's people that like to buy this thing when it goes on sale, and it was on sale early August. So hopefully you're still in this. Tesla right here is 226 is the high of the pre-market, 226.25. So we'll slam a level there, and then above that we're looking at a 233.82, another great level there for sure. So we'll mark those two, and then towards the bottom, I'm going to remove some of these. Actually, get this out the way, get this one out the way, because actually we could bring that one back. That one's actually good, 202.30 in case we do drop. But our highs and lows of the last two trading days, you can see that right on there, and previous day close are doing an amazing job covering the levels within this range we've been stuck in for on Tesla. So looking good this morning, up 2.7, volumes nice at 4 million. This would be a really good one to watch this morning. In the pre-market now, you're seeing an area of a little bit of support, a lot of flirting going on with 224.36. So I'm going to slam a level there as well. You can see that here, just a lot of touches right in this area. So if you can stay above that and use it as support, as it bounces back between almost a $2 range there. That can be very, very nice. And a breakdown either direction could create some really great trading. And that's the great thing about Tesla. Like you can go from 224 to 226, get almost $2 there, or you could drop down all the way to 223, 222, and get another $2. So with small moves here can bring in a lot of potential with Tesla, which is really, really nice. Here I have Meta because they traded well yesterday. Now you're probably looking at this if you're new to the channel over on YouTube, hit subscribe. You're probably thinking, why in the world would I have this stock when it has no volume and the pre-market looks as bad as anything else on here? The reason is Meta does that every morning. They give you a really bad pre-market activity and can still put in really great days, right? So you won't know how Meta is trading into the market open. I like them today. We have space for them. Usually not my go-to, but yeah, I'm going to be watching them today and see how they trade into the market open. So as far as level goes for Meta, you're stuck between the highs and lows of the last 2 trading days right now. So I'm just going to mark down 509.30, which is the low of the pre-market, and then you also have the high of the pre-market over at 515 almost, basically. So 515 is the high of the pre-market there. Once you do that, you're just kind of stuck in this area. Let's see if Meta has anything for us as far as breaking out one way or the other. Another one that it's on the list is Amazon. So Amazon also usually not a great pre-market activity, but can put in some really great days, some really good intraday action. So we'll keep it on here. At the moment, highs and lows for the last 2 trading days are doing a really great job here. Got you covered all the way to 178. So don't have to worry about the top there. Towards the bottom, we might want to add a few levels below the previous below the low of the pre-market and the low of the last trading day, 171.01, and also down over at 168.91. So once you do that, you're looking good on Amazon. Nvidia, lots of movement, tons of volume. Today they're down some more, almost 1%. All the way down to as low as 104.16, which is right here, which was the low from yesterday in the pre-market. So in the trading day yesterday. So if you look at yesterday's action, we did get a nice drop here all the way down to 104 right at the bell. Did recover and came back down to like around 106. Hung out there for a little bit for the market close. And then today we're getting more action. And did you guys see this, John? A report came out. I was watching it in the Think or Swim. That something came out where they were getting in. Who was it? Who was looking into them? It was they were like getting a probe or something. I don't know. There was something happening, and then something came out that it was actually not true.
Yeah, there's
Did you
a
see
Department
that?
of Justice. Yeah, the Department of Justice is
Yeah,
pursuing an antitrust thing with Nvidia. So yeah, that's
I saw
potentially
that,
big
and
news.
then but the CEO came out yesterday and say that's not the case. That's not true. That was false. So it's yeah, it's messy. I don't know what's going on, man. A lot of funny business going on with Nvidia. Um, I think somebody
Yeah,
took.
you
I
think?
think Thinkorswim
Uh,
took the article down. Where is
okay,
it?
yeah. So it says in Forbes, it says Nvidia denies it was subpoenaed in Justice Department antitrust probe. Same thing on
Right.
CNBC. So that, yeah, I didn't see that yesterday. That's interesting. That came out about 16 hours ago. Looks like, huh?
Yeah.
I guess
So,
we will see.
what's yeah? Because they
You
wouldn't lie
kind of
about something like that. That's gonna be it. That won't
you
happen.
kind of want to get everyone's story straight if you're gonna like do an antitrust probe on a $2 trillion company. Like, like let's get our ducks in a row before we do press releases or whatever. That's weird.
Yeah, it's you know what it is. It's the race to be first without. All right, let's take a look here at Nvidia. Speaking of, so again, before all that news came out, Nvidia was still dropping down yesterday. I mean that was not the case. I think that dropped yesterday could have maybe added a little fire to it, but Nvidia's just not doing so hot right now. 101.78 towards the bottom, a great level there. We're also going to add 97.79 all the way down here. I think that'll be good. I don't think we'll be reaching 91.76 today unless the overall market starts to really lose it here. We'll put it down 91.76 just in case. And then towards the top here, a level, minor level, not a major one, right? All these ones where you see so many touches like here. Like this one on 178, that's a big level. Look how many days are slamming into that. So that's a big one. You want to have that on there. This 109.59, it's not that big. Just got a couple of days opening and closing around that area. So I want to mark that down. But again, it might not be a huge level. That was almost the high of the pre-mark of the day yesterday as well. around that area. So we'll have it there, but again, not a major level for us today, but it could impact us a little bit. And then on my secondary list, that covers our top list. On our secondary list, we have AI, which, you know what, I'm gonna move AI up right under Nvidia, and we'll have some fun with that today. I just don't know what's going on there. If it can trade well, it has not been in play, but obviously earnings came out, and the market is not treating them very nice this morning. Down 19.7 right now. Love the pre-market at 18.19. We'll slam one there, and then towards the top high of the pre-market. This is going to be, where is this here? 19.31 on AI. Let's double check. Yeah, 19.31 is the high of the pre-market, and then we obviously have the big gap down 21.02. And have we been lower? I'm sure we have. Let's go to the left here. A bit more to the left. Here we go. So we've been down here back in April, looks like 2023. So level right below that's going to be 17. We'll put one there, and I think that kind of covers our gap, our watch list for today. So I like what's happening there. All right, friends, we got a little bit of time. John, anything that you like off your list that you're watching that's sticking out today so far?
I threw a weird one on there. I put Roku on my list. I'm not super serious about it, but it was moving this morning. The volume you won't like, but it momentarily got up over 5% there. It was making a bit of a run. And it's been up since, for the entire pre-market show, it's been up at least about 3.94%. So it's one of those stocks that's just always on my secondary list, and used to be one of my favorite stocks to trade of all time. If you're new to trading, you would have a hard time believing that. I used to love trading Roku. So I don't know. I'm just going to take a peek at that at the open, among other things.
Yeah, we all did. Roku was one of our usual suspects. Was always on here, great volume, traded very well. Has not been like that for a couple of years, maybe. But yeah, it used to be a really fun stock to trade. It was like our AMD Nvidia of today. So yeah, I get where you have it on there. You can get going. If it gets the volume, you can trade well. I won't put it on my list, but glad you're watching it, because I'm sure if you see something, you'll call that out. But yeah, that's our list, guys. Tesla, Meta, Amazon, Nvidia, and AI this morning. See, our moderators list is getting ready here, so wait for a few more. We got 2 more minutes, and we'll go through that. Over on YouTube, guys, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. Definitely join the channel. Sitting at 191, we're just 110 shy from our goal in the pre-market, and we have 525 watching. So if you can help us get there, we'll feel nice, warm and fuzzy inside. So yeah, slam that thumbs up. Really appreciate it. And as always, I guarantee you it is completely free to you. You will not get charged. You can check your bank statement after that. You'll be good to go. All right. We are all set. Let's head to our moderators list, see what our team is watching this morning. And John will take you through that.
All right, let's find the commonality this morning. I see it already. Lenny's looking at Tesla, Nvidia, Amazon, AIX, and AZN. What's that? AstraZeneca. So he's got the longest list probably. Avi, AMD, Tesla, and Nvidia. He likes the chips. Me, John, Tesla, Nvidia, and that weirdo Roku. Take a peek at that at the open. Thor, Tesla, Nvidia, the SPY and the Qs. Pierre, Tesla, Intel, AMD, and Nvidia. I wonder what he sees in Intel. I'd be curious for Pierre's insight there. Phil, Nvidia, Tesla, and SMCI. So a lot of Tesla and Nvidia again. And then Eamon also looking at Intel. Did we cover Intel? Was I looking at something else when you talked that, Carlos?
You were not. You were actually paying attention, because we did not cover Intel. So let's look at Intel. Yeah, it's here. It's here. Pre-market's not great. It does have value, 1.6 million shares traded. Intel is so random, though. Right? It can give you really great days. Like yesterday had a good second half. Horrible start, right? Very choppy, but the second half was nice. It bounced all the way to the VWAP, and then from there dropped almost was 70 cents into the close. That's really clean, following the 9 moving average, testing the 20. So that's nice. But again, it's just this random type stock. You just got to watch it and see what you get, right? So,
but if you know our moderators, Eamon's always looking at the much longer time frames. He's comparing overlapping time frames and trying to find what's going on. So people in our chat room know that about Eamon. People on YouTube probably not too familiar with Eamon, because he doesn't come on here much, right? He's probably done some of
Yeah.
those 10:30 spots, so maybe they know him from there. But yeah, he's looking for things that a lot of us aren't looking for. So who knows?
Yeah, we had Eamon on a couple of weeks back on a 10:30 spot, which today, by the way, speaking of our 10:30 spot, we have Avi from Dubai. If he's in Dubai, not traveling, he's always doing something. But from Dubai, he'll be joining us at 10:30 today. So be on the lookout for that. And we will be what I'm hearing from our production team is that we will be transmitting that over to our chat as well. So it'll be in both the chat room and on YouTube, so you won't miss it. But yeah, looking forward to that as well. So he's going to be talking about the fear of making losses. Okay. Yeah, looking forward to that. Avi's awesome, man, and I love the way he explains things. He has a very unique way of explaining things, which I really like. So, looking forward to having Avi on later at 10:30. All right, friends, that is our list. Andrew and Brian are up next. They're going to be getting ready to take you through the market open. Right now, my list Tesla, which seems like everybody has on deck as well. So Tesla is right on here. We have Meta, we have Amazon, Nvidia, and AI. Really for fun. I mean, this thing's down 20%, but again, it can trade a little bit funky. We also have ASTS on the secondary list. Oh my
Yeah, I was going to
goodness.
tell you. Someone
What
in the
is
chat,
going on?
someone just pointed out this thing was dropping. Who was that? That was
They did, yeah.
KRYZ in the chat, or some other people too.
Wow. This is that's not a good drop. Low volume like that, 32 to 31, 29. Yeah, this is ugly. This is ugly, ugly, ugly. So we'll have it here. It's gonna be exciting. Down 10% now. Any news breakout? It seems like news breakout dumpster fire garbage. This is fine. That's exactly
Yeah,
what they're thinking right now.
it's only 4 minutes old for this drop, so I'm not sure we'd really
Yeah.
see anything. But who knows?
I mean, it could just be traders bailing, realizing this is not fine, and they got to get out of here. So who knows? But yeah, that is not fun. But we'll be watching it here, guys. It is in play today. How well is it going to trade? We'll have to see. We do have shares for short on this one. Not a whole lot, 900,000, which is okay. But it just depends. Lower price stocks usually that can get eat up very, very quickly. So we'll see how that plays out. All right, friends. That is our list. We'll wait for Andrew and Brian to hop in and take us through the market opens. Did we cover all the lists? I don't think I heard Brian's list this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, he just sent
Brian.
it. There it is.
They just
We
came
get a
in.
couple after AIM in there. Yeah, Brian likes AMD, Nvidia, Tesla, so a lot of commonality there. Also going to watch AI and ASTS, and then Andrew, AI X. He's going to be watching U.S. Steel. I don't know if everyone noticed yesterday. U.S. Steel dropped a ton midday. There was news earlier yesterday. I think it was from the CEO that said, if there was a potential deal where Nippon Steel from Japan was going to buy U.S. Steel, and the CEO said if that happens, we'll likely have to close manufacturing in the U.S. And then sometime in the afternoon, you could find exactly when it happened, Carlos, but a Washington Post reporter came out and said they had the inside scoop that the Biden administration was going to, in fact, block that deal. And then it dropped quite a bit.
Yeah.
So could be something there.
Drop yesterday. Yeah, this could be fun to watch, see how this plays out. Again, I think the next thing is just going to be, okay, what's the next news to come out of this, right? So might not be great trading today until someone steps in and bails these guys out, because they said if this doesn't happen, they're in trouble. So is the Biden administration going to step in and give them our tax dollars? We'll have to see. All right, there it is, friends. That is all we have for today. So right now we're looking good. I'm looking forward to Tesla. Really is my favorite one this morning because again, they're just very explosive right now. And obviously Nvidia 12.7 million shares traded. That is tons of volume. So we'll be looking at those two as well. So a lot of interesting stuff. It started off a little bit slow, I gotta say, John. And then as we've been just kind of seeing things develop, you see all these stocks just kind of get pretty exciting. So looking forward to that. Amazon breaking out, making a new high, new pre-market high there. So that is also interesting. Great volume as well.
The SPY has climbed back to PDC exactly right now. So it's right on the red-green line.
Trying to stay in the green. So awesome. All right. That is great. Friends, reminder on Monday we have our onboarding class. So it's back to Monday. We had it on Tuesday this week because it's the holiday. So if you missed it, it's back on Monday. So make sure to join me on that. Go to the website, join the intro trial, get access for 7 days, and we can do the onboarding class. And then it puts you in also for the laptop drawing, which is next Wednesday. So we just have did we have one yesterday? I missed it with the kids. Who won yesterday? Who was the name of the winner?
I was going to ask you that exact same question. Did we give away one yesterday?
Yeah, yes, we did. We
missed
did
that.
give one away.
We did. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, who won? Do we know who won?
I don't remember the name.
Oh, we got to get better at this.
Yeah, hey, I'm juggling a lot.
We got to get better at this. Three people cannot. Okay, there it is. Elena won. Oh, nice. Elena or Elena? Okay. All right. So Elena won. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Hopefully, you can make a video.
Yeah, if you're listening, make us a video. That'd be great.
Yeah. If they can make a video, I always like to see who wins. So that would be nice. Salmon, who cares? I care. That's what I'm asking. Jesus Christ. All right. Sorry. I got to get back into my friendly move. The New Jersey came out of me a little bit. I got to relax. All right, friends. And I'm going to
Summit in a red. He's in a red pre-market trade. He's already grumpy.
That's true. I always tell my wife, right? You go to this place and people are upset. I'm just waiting for Andrew to come on. Once Andrew comes on, we'll hop off. So we're just killing time now. We're now cutting your time, guys. People are upset, right? Like if they're working on Saturday, people are mad. I always tell my wife, you got to understand that person doesn't want to be here. They want to be at the beach. They have to work on a Saturday morning. I get why they're grumpy. You got to be understandable, right? You don't know what somebody else is going through. There it is. Good morning, Andrew. Good morning, Brian. We'll hand it over to you guys.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning.
Great job. Yeah, John doing a great job filling in.
Actually, I think John is doing so good that maybe we should ask Peter not to come back. What do you think? I think that's it.
Actually, Peter posted this.
All right, so guys, here's the deal. I have a news for you. Are you ready in the chat room? Are you ready in the YouTube? I finally got the Lamborghini. I am now fully online scammer with a Lamborghini. So I'm gonna post the pictures, the typical pictures that you see, like the Lamborghini, the guy. I finally did it. I finally did it. Let me actually send a photo of that to Brent. So I'm finally officially a very person who recently got to the money, and he is so weird, and I got the Lambo.
Yeah, send me the picture. Love to show it to everybody.
So
next is going to release a course, how to become a day trader in 15 days.
How to turn your money to,
How to join the Lambo Club in 15 days.
Exactly. If you want to have this car like me, click on the link below. All right, so I got it, guys. It's super cool. So now I'm officially a Lambo person.
I told
you
Andrew
guys, I know it's very shiny, but you guys still respect me or not?
Now I've got to go out and I've got to buy a Ferrari to keep up with Andrew.
I'm not a car person. I really am not a car person, but I really always like the design of the Lambo. And I think I'm going to stay with the Lambo. So I'm returning the brand. Dude, but it's so expensive.
It's on screen.
So the interior is orange, and the color is actually light gray. So I pretty like that. There was option between a purple one and this one. The purple one was actually better, but this one, the color was less shiny. If I was in Florida, I would have bought the purple one, but this one is.
It looks pretty cool.
So yeah, thanks. So next year on the conference and tech conference, we're gonna go Lambo. Yeah, if you get to 1,000 likes today, I'm gonna give everybody to drive the Lambo. What do you think?
Sure.
Sure, yes. All right. So okay. So that's the shitty news. AMD is down 1%. NVIDIA is not down. NVIDIA is also down 1%. My SOXL is not doing good, unfortunately. Brian,
Brent, I
what's
sent
your
I'm just usuals AMD, NVIDIA, Tesla, but I'm also looking at ASTS. Took a big drop a few minutes ago, about 10 minutes ago. AI seems to be
SES?
popping up. Tesla, when I look at Bookmap on Tesla, I just see a whole lot of orders to the upside, which means it's probably going to go there.
Yeah, Tesla, it seems that it's pretty holding nicely.
I don't know if there was some news on Tesla.
Yeah, well, in the last couple of days that the market is weak, Tesla is holding very nicely. Like, what are we missing
Yeah,
about Tesla?
I don't know. Doesn't make sense. Sales are
Tesla
dropping
should
in
go down.
China.
That's the only thing that makes
Well, it's
sense.
about self-driving. Full self-driving, and yeah, Musk has been saying that forever. So maybe it's actually going to happen. The SPY has gone green. IWM's green. The only index red right now is the Qs. Technology continues to struggle a bit. The Dow's green. I think Meta, or not Meta,
Oh,
Tesla.
something is dropping. I like that.
Tesla. Order at 223. Some of the orders to the upside have kind of thinned out. More people selling. There's more on the CBD. It's kind of red. Interesting. Nvidia's dropping. Qs are dropping. AMD just had a big drop.
Yeah, AMD and Tesla also had everything had some sort of a quick drop before the market. What is APLD?
We had jobless claims and ADP employment this morning. We have services PMI at 9:45 and ISM at 10. ISM services at 10. So we've got some news. It's going to happen fairly soon after the open.
It's down Tesla.
SPY's hanging in there. IWM. Might be a TNA day.
WM is holding, huh? Yeah.
Yep. Okay, here we go.
Ding, 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 ding. The sound of money.
Money. Sound of money. Just
Money.
watching.
Ding, ding, ding. Well, Tesla is interesting. If it comes above the VWAP, could be opening range breakup. I like that. It's holding 2%. While the market is weak. CS is nothing. Daily chart on Tesla is also interesting. It really broke out these levels.
NVIDIA's popping a bit. Just don't trust any moves yet. Qs are popping up a bit.
Also struggling to come above the VWAP.
I'm just watching ASTS, possible short.
NVIDIA is popping up toward the VWAP. It's interesting.
Shorted it at 30. ASTS short at 30.
I'm gonna get a long on the NVIDIA, 105.80. Let's see if NVIDIA wants to go green. AI. That was a nice short on ASTS, huh?
Just covered some at 29.43 on ASTS. I'm not sure if it's going to drop here. There's some big orders at 29.
NVIDIA, let's see if NVIDIA wants to green. Kind of got a little bit late on NVIDIA for a scalp, but very close to the previous day close. We have this resistances on 1 minute chart, but
covering some more ASTS, 29.34.
it's a nice short on ASTS. Huh?
Just that little pop up there. That's
back up to Tesla is
rising
interesting.
devil trade. Oh, look at
long
NVIDIA's pop.
Yeah, 224. I'm long Tesla too. Selling NVIDIA 106.30. So excess is popping up. All right, Tesla is popping up too. I'm long Tesla, guys. I'm long NVIDIA as well. Let's see if Tesla closes above the VWAP figures. I might add more. I'm adding more on 225 on Tesla. Let's see if we can go to 226. I'm very heavy also on NVIDIA.
Yeah, I'm long Tesla and NVIDIA as well.
That was an interesting red to green move. NVIDIA 107 is something that I'm looking for. Tesla for the break of 226, which is the high pre-market. So pretty nice. Jared was shooting on NVIDIA, huh? This is coming back up. Oh, I like NVIDIA. I like NVIDIA more than Tesla today.
Yeah.
We're shooting at NVIDIA more. We need to...
Yeah, same with me, 107.03. Come on, Tesla.
Tesla.
You can do it.
Tesla.
Yeah, I'm all out of ASTS, by the way. I just it doesn't feel like it wants to drop. Might even pop up here. Just going to focus on NVIDIA.
Should we add on NVIDIA? It's super strong. I'm going to add a little bit more on NVIDIA. 107. Actually, more than a little bit. I sold my mom and have NVIDIA. There's so many. Where is my position?
A lot of orders.
Tesla.
107.
Tesla.
107.50.
Now this is the guy I'm selling Tesla. See, I should have bought the Lamborghini earlier, guys. And Lamborghini. Oh, I have so many positions. I told you that the secret to trading is to buy a Lamborghini. Just X is popping up too. Ryan.
Yeah, AI is going. Yeah, AI is going up.
Market. SPY popped up. Wants to stay
I'm
green.
just
SPY.
I'm just for laughing trading Tesla with options. So 227s, 227.50s, sold some at 970.
Nice.
Yeah,
Guys. So I had two really amazing trading. I am pretty happy. I don't think I'm going to take any other position. Very profitable. So far,
I
same
just
here.
sold some more Nvidia at 107.040.
227 Tesla. Oh, yeah, Tesla. I'm selling some more Tesla. Perfect. So it's going to go to 228. Is it the daily level? AMD popped up too. Oh, Tesla. I should have added more Tesla.
Oh man, selling some more calls at 10:30.
I congratulate anyone who bought the deep.
Buy
was a
the
nice,
dip, buddy. Buy the dip.
Nice, guys. Nice. 28. What a beautiful move. Come on. Yalla, yalla. Nvidia is also
Qs have gone
nice.
green big time. Wow. Talk about
Nice.
a flip in money. IWM went red, and the Qs went green,
Kidding me.
and the Dow went red too. Interesting.
All right, guys. Yes.
All right, just selling some more Nvidia at 108.
Selling more in Tesla. Why doesn't it show? Oh, because I'm pressing the wrong one. Beautiful, guys. Beauty is in our nature. Okay.
Yeah, Nvidia is approaching R3. That's a good observation, Jared. I was looking at that too.
Oh. Yeah, beautiful, guys. Beautiful. Thank you for your support, really, guys. Thank you for emotional support. I'm very good
Yeah,
mood today.
careful.
I'm in a very good mood. Not even Brian can ruin my day today. These days, you take to trade, you go enjoy your profit. Some days you have to struggle with the one stock, and these days are days that are written in history.
These are easy days.
Tesla, look at that Tesla, amigo.
Yeah, I'm almost out of options, unfortunately. It's going to 11.
The market goes up like this, man. All right, so YouTube guys, did you make it? Did you make any money? Did you join us for $1 or no? Or everybody's broke? Guys, remember, have the on YouTube. If you don't have any money, we have this $50,000 funded training account, which you can trade on that, and losses on me, wins on you. What else I need to do for you, YouTube guys? I bought a Lambo too. What else did? That's what you were waiting for. This guy's money doesn't have the Lambo. This is the Lambo. What else I should do to scam you? Come on. What do you need?
I think I need to buy a jet next.
You know, in the Vancouver summit, one of our traders came to me and he said, "Hey, I'm in the business of private jets and stuff. we have something for you. What do you want? Come and help you. I said, dude, I'm not that rich. You're offering me a private jet to buy a private jet. He said, no, 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 no. It's only $1 million you can buy. So dude, you got the wrong guy, man. I don't think I'm rich enough for a private jet.
I'll fly it for you.
Yeah, I know. Well, isn't it that you have to have a commercial license for that, or no?
Yes. Well, no, not as long as you have to have a commercial license if you're flying for money. You don't have to have a commercial license to fly a jet.
Oh, good. But the cool thing about the private jet, the jet is that you sit there on this table with a laptop. Also, it's so scammy. But if you want to fly it, then it's not cool anymore, like in social media. Um, and Carlos, the guy, I don't know who was it. Are you in the chat room listening to? Or the guy was saying actually the maintenance is like $100 per hour of flying, so it didn't seem like very expensive. But
It's a little more than
the
that.
power manifestation, talking about it, you guys know that I was talking about this Lambo for 4 years. So I wanted this Lambo for 4 years. And then I waited to my divorce to end and then buy the Lambo. And some of my divorces just keep dragging and dragging. And so I said, fuck it, I'm going to buy that. So let's talk about from now on a private jet. Maybe in the next 4 years, we get a private jet together. And then party there.
And then we can throw a festival on an island.
All right, so let's get back into character. Let's find a good trade. Tesla, potentially. Do you have any numbers on
here?
Add Tesla here, 228, 228.18. Doesn't seem like a bad idea to add a little bit. My new average on Tesla is 225.30, which is just below the VWAP.
Just added a bit back on NVIDIA. Oh, there we go. Beauty is selling.
All right, so later email me at globaltraders.com for the funded account. So I'll send you the link. Because we ended, but if you want that, I am sending you the link. I added more on Tesla.
Yeah, I added back on NVIDIA. Seemed to be holding that 107.70.
See NVIDIA. All right, so since I'm with you, since I have to listen to you, my average is 106.80. Let's bring the average to, let's keep it 106.80. Yeah, 107.
I did sell that ad back at 108.30. I'm not sure this S3 level. This is, I know Thor's probably looking at shorting it here. And with the size, with the size of shares he takes, could easily sink this stock. Yeah, data's coming out here in 30 seconds at 9:45. So just be aware of that, guys. Thanks for the heads up. Okay, here we go. 5 seconds for the ISM. They're the PMI services. Oop. See what happens. Oh, ASTS is dropping.
Oh, something is popping up. Oh, I like that. The number came out?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good. What do I have? What should I do? Okay, Tesla.
Well, that was a bit of a pop.
Sometimes you don't trust these pops. Wait, but I'm going to partial out for the break of 5 today on Tesla.
Wow, ASTS is really dropping now. It's dropped below yesterday's low. Damn. Just had to do that little pop out to stop me out of the rest of it.
Right. I'm gonna partial
Well,
some
still,
Tesla here.
yeah, still have a little of NVIDIA.
Look at that beauty.
I'm looking for maybe 110 if we can get there.
Even my SOXL is back on the green. That's good. So the situation is pretty good, guys.
Situation
It's
is
AI
good.
doing AI. What about X? X did a nice pop.
Damn. Oh, the U.S. Steel.
Yeah, X. The news was they wanted to merge, and then boom, dropped. I mean, the company that they wanted to buy them probably said, "Oh shit, oops, we lost a lot."
No, it was the DOJ's kind of thought, wasn't keen on it. But U.S. Steel is a horrible record of taking taxpayer money and then absconding, not following through.
All right, so Tesla, 4.5%. What is Elon Musk cooking again? Come on, why this company is going up?
Have to be a little bit suspicious of what they're up to.
Elon Musk is always cooking something.
I'm talking about U.S. Steel and Nippon.
Okay.
You probably buy them and then shut them down and turn them into like a distribution hub for the Japanese steel. But then because they're a U.S. company, you couldn't charge them tariffs.
Yeah, I heard that President Trump said that Elon Musk can be in the cabinet.
That's kind of scary.
Why?
Because
Elon Musk
he's
is
a sociopath. Because he's like a sociopath.
Yeah, I don't think Elon Musk wants to be in the politics. I think he went all in on the President Trump because I think he has plans for his SpaceX. Maybe he gets a lot of projects and I don't know, the federal contracts and stuff. I don't know.
I don't even think he cares. He just keeps launching these satellites. It's just amazing.
Isn't he donating like $45 million a day to the President Trump? Isn't that number? Now the question, this is not trading related. A lot of people say Elon Musk cannot run for president because he's not born in US. Isn't it Ted Cruz also was born in Calgary? Is from born in Canada? How come he could run? Is that true?
Not sure.
I might be wrong about this, but I think what can happen is if his parents already have American citizenship, but he's born in another country, he is still able to apply for an American citizenship. I think that might be the case.
Oh.
Because if his parents were already American, then it should be fine, I think.
Well, Ted Cruz, maybe the case of the Ted Cruz, but Elon Musk, I think they're American now, but I don't think they were American when he was born. All right, well, thanks for this piece of information, Brent. See, he's a jack of all trades. He's a political commentator.
I used to work in the newsroom.
Hey, there you go. That's the ticket.
I hear things in there, I guess, sometimes.
Look at this. Tesla's got Tesla's got. You can see here why Tesla was going up. If you look at Bookmap, I mean, it was pretty clear. There weren't a lot of orders to the downside, but you could see here we had all these orders layered in. It's the big order at 230. I'm just going to sell my last call on Tesla.
Wait, so I don't think I'm going to add anything to it.
That was a good day.
It was awesome day. Yeah, I had a really good day. 2 clean trades. I like the cleanness of trades. Financially, I made money.
Tesla was like, this is like, you like these engulfing. I love when Bookmap looks like this with all these orders.
I don't have book maps. You just keep rubbing it off in our face. All right. We got you. You have book map. You know how to use it. Okay. So Jared, NVIDIA is trying to hold up. NVIDIA, yeah, struggling NVIDIA, huh?
Yeah, it's struggling at R3. Tesla's doesn't have a lot of more, the order book's kind of thinning out a bit. It's still got some orders up at 232, 233, 235. Still nobody really putting in any orders to the downside. So what's Amazon doing? Oh, wow. I had a few calls on 180 calls on Amazon. Amazon had a really good day.
Amazon was strong in the pre-market too. I thought that.
Yeah, it was. I had a few calls on it. I almost sold them, and then I thought, no, they're the 180s were like, they were almost worthless. So I thought, oh, what's the point? I may as well just hold on to them for a Hail Mary. So sometimes Hail Marys actually work here.
Like that. That's the Hail Mary strategy. It's a trade book. I think it's a lot of people have that trade book.
Yeah, it's the old Hail Mary trade.
Yeah, we all started with that trade book. That's the simplest trade book. Everybody.
Yeah. Damn you, ASTS.
It was funny. In the funded account, we had the trader. We still have a trader, and this guy was killing it. Was making money like crazy. Like in 19 days, he was like up $20,000, and I was really concerned. And so fuck, I gotta pay this guy. And then Mike and I started looking at him daily, like what is he doing and stuff. His strategy was essentially, he was really buying the dips or shorting the stocks that are very volatile, like ASTS, that kind of thing. And it was just keeps going. It was working for him, and it was unbelievable, his patience and everything. But I eventually blew up because it takes one trade to really wipe you out. And he signed up for Peak Capital. I think he was smart. He signed up for Peak Capital now to learn that. So we have to go through that stress again. He was killing it. It was really good.
Brent, did you get the picture, the selfie that Peter sent us?
Oh yeah, I can put that up. Just give me 1 second.
Yeah, this is what is it? This is a baby boomer selfie by Peter down in Nashville.
Yeah.
Just had to put that up there because he got relentlessly teased for his selfie skills.
There you go.
There's Peter's idea.
Is that the real picture? Is like that? Is that the real picture?
Yeah, no, it's a real picture.
Half of his face is not there. You
I think
nice.
that's just his style. He did it before when he was camping.
Okay, there you go. I think
Why
Megan
is
said it looked like a bowling ball rolling down the street.
so? Yes,
Anyway, we seem to be stuck here. It's we've got
consolidating.
4 minutes to another news event.
The big one is tomorrow, huh? The jobs. The big one is tomorrow. Yeah, that one gonna
Yeah,
impact the market.
yeah, it's the unemployment data is tomorrow. So right now I don't have any positions on. Just took the rest of NVIDIA's off. Not sure if it's still holding some orders to the upside on Tesla, but they're not as big. So far as the payrolls go, we got they rose about 100,000 private payrolls. That's the ADP report. That's the smallest gain since 2021. So again, it seems to be. I know the Fed's really focusing on employment right now, and everything's sort of saying the employment is still is starting to weaken. So Tesla still might have some legs in it. The Qs are still going up.
Wow, NVIDIA, I love it. I love
Yeah, it's
NVIDIA in this
breaking
life.
out. Sure.
Guys, today,
Kept it.
if every day was like this, people will
Yeah.
be happy. Even the weather is nicer in the days like this in the financial market. They are correlated. Right, hi Sam. So this is my open position, guys. I had a pretty good day. Brent, you can show it if you want. I'm gonna get a quick coffee before the numbers.
Okay, we've got 30 seconds. The Fed Watch tool has actually gone up since last looked at it. It looks like they're almost pricing in. It's 45% pricing in a 50% rate cut. That's up from about a third. So 55% one cut, 45%, or at least 25% cut. All right, here we go. NVIDIA 109. Tesla moving up. Trade on AMD as well. AMD went green. All right, people are rushing back into tech today. Did you see the Fed Watch tool? It's now almost it's getting close to 50-50 for 25 versus 50-point rate cut.
Yeah, man. Bring it down. Really?
Yeah, bring it down.
We swear we're not gonna store toilet papers. We promise.
I
You
can't.
made your point. We are not doing that anymore. Please bring the rate down.
I can't believe they'll go 50. I think that might even freak the market out a bit. Man, Amazon is just on fire. It's going to 180.
Yeah, 180 Amazon. Wait, do you have Amazon?
Hail,
Everything.
Hail Mary, baby. My 180 calls are going to be are in the money.
Oh, that's why you have Amazon, because everything is going up. You're so stuck in this Amazon.
Yeah, it's only I've only got like 4 calls, but like I said, they were.
Get out of here. 4 calls.
Well,
This
I
prime
had 20.
is
I
single
had
digit
20,
calls.
and I sold them because the Amazon popped up so much the day I bought them. That was that Friday where everything ripped. Look at Amazon's going to go to 179 now.
That's why you're driving a BMW. So 100 calls, like heavy.
I would have felt pretty shitty yesterday holding 40 calls that were worthless, almost worthless yesterday. Almost
So you sold
worthless
something?
yesterday.
You sold what? Did you sell
No,
calls?
I bought them on Friday, sold most of them, but then I kept a few to be part of history. And then Amazon dropped. So I just thought, oh, screw it. I may as well hold them because they're almost worthless now.
Yeah, it's good. You never know. And now it's working, huh?
But now it's working.
Me and my car.
I'm in the money.
Hey guys, let me tell you something. Someone mentioned that why yesterday during the laptop there were 700 people, and why there was are 300 people. The reason for that is it catches the people who likes every day our videos. So you have to actually like today to be able to do that. So I know you guys don't want to like our videos. I know you're sneaky and sitting down and say, fuck these guys. You gotta like if you want a laptop.
Yeah, it'll get you there.
But what is this that you're not liking our videos? I'd like to see the mindset. Like, what is that? Like, why are you stopping from a press? It doesn't impact you. It doesn't cost you. It doesn't track your personal behavior or personal activity. Like, why are you not pressing it? Yeah, be generous in life. My mom was always telling me that, Andrew, be generous. Just give to people and stuff. I was arguing with her, and that was my money. How come this guy helped me ever? That's not how universe works. I wasn't Burning Man. It's all about gifting. People go well and behind to just do better. Like we put a tent and we want to bring people. We have this speakers, come, free drinks, come, tequila. Yeah, what are you? They try to bring people. It's just the more you give them, the better you get. Your gift today can be a like to our videos.
There you go.
Our gift to you would be just some nice trading, a little bit of entertainment, and making sure that you learn something. We're not that type of people to show Lamborghini. We are the people who actually give you education, solid education, try to see that's how day trading works. It was really funny because it's the first time I'm buying a supercar, and I had brought one of my friends, Puya. He used to have a dealership, and he used to have supercars and stuff. So to help me, to give me some comments and feedbacks and stuff, and it was really funny. It was He got into these cars. He loves cars. He used to have a dealership. He was, Andrew, I should read the book again. And what do you think his next step should be? And I said, well, yeah, you want it, huh? You want to start trading? You, and now I don't think he's as rich as he used to be, but so
Well, we're right at the Qs and are right at yesterday's high now.
Tesla is going up.
Tesla is continuing to go up here, 235, 240.
Elon Musk. Right. So how's the situation? Oh, the situation is really good in our bank accounts right now. SO Excel is also going up. I was really concerned about this. SO Excel, but
Wow, Tesla calls are still looking good. Man. If anyone is interested in trading using calls to trade, to day trade, or using options, there's you can check out my book on Amazon, How to Trade Options.
excellent. Excellent point. Because my book is also free, guys, on Amazon right now. Let me give you the link first for my book.
Excellent.
And
an opportunity to get two good books.
Two good books. Brian, you should run it for free. Again, that comes to the philosophy of gifting that I said. You should run it for free, so people can download. Eventually, people, I think, they buy the paperback because it's one of those books that it goes really well in paperback. And
when you do run it for free, it's a Kindle version. So there's still a big order here at 235 on Tesla.
also my book, guys, make sure that you get it. And if you read the book, we appreciate honest review. It really means one of those gifts that you can give us, because Amazon likes reviews, and then it brings it higher and higher and higher in terms of and Mike as well, if you read his books and stuff. So So it's quiet. It's 10, huh?
It's quiet. Yeah. We're just hanging around here. We're at a high day on the Qs. High of yesterday's high.
Why did AI mess up?
AI came back up. AI is still gapped down quite a bit, but that was on earnings last night, I believe. Getting a bit of a pullback now. A lot of green on the screen. Energy's been really horrible trader this year. It's actually red on the year. So if you've been invested in the energy sector.
See, President Biden is blocking the deal on the steel United USX still, because Pennsylvania is against it. Apparently there's a lot of manufacturing there, and it's election year.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, I think both candidates, that's sort of a bipartisan view on it. So I think either one would be blocking it, apparently. Qs are pulling back a bit now from that high. Same with the SPY. Seem to be rolling over a little bit here.
All right, so now we're having a big pullback on NVDA.
A little bit of profit taking.
NVIDIA might be 920. I'm going to add a little bit here at 108, potential 920. Like a 920 is a strategy that Mr. Brian Pizin invented.
Yeah, I'm just looking at that now. The VWAP's there too.
Tesla went very, very nice to 233. Oh. Yeah, so we are in the process of having some very nice recap. AWM went red, so the momentum in the market is kind of overhung.
Yeah, it seems like, well, you never know. This pullback could get bought. The Qs just did of 920. SPY bouncing off the VWAP.
See if NVIDIA can give us another pop, and then I'm selling it. All right, so NVIDIA is popping. So this 920 strategy is really a strategy that you get from 108 to 108.50. It's kind of a short scalp.
It's just a scalp, yeah, back to 108.50. Still a lot of orders up there to the upside.
So it's ASTS doing. It's getting destroyed.
Yeah, it really got destroyed. It kind of stopped me out, unfortunately. Otherwise, it would have been a great rising devil trade.
Oh, nice, Eric. Eric, what a comment. Did you use ChatGPT to with that comment? This is so nice with capitalization and everything. I swear to God, you used ChatGPT for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is definitely a chat GPT comment. Like, who puts 229, then dots, and then 00 cents? Yeah, it's 100% chat GPT. Now I noticed that. All right, so NVIDIA is going selling it here. Here, I got out of completely on NVIDIA. ChatGPT is amazing. Like these newer versions, wow, you can have a conversation with her. Is amazing. But as soon as I got out of this NVIDIA piece of garbage,
Yeah.
like the movie Hair, huh, Jordan? It was crazy. It's happening. It's all about ChatGPT.
Hmm. You bounce off the VWAP of SPY and Qs.
Tesla is not. Tesla didn't even pull back. I like that.
No,
This
just
is like,
it held the 9 EMA.
the last days of summer in Vancouver. What a beautiful morning.
Very
We
nice.
need the Pacific time zone. It's Chris. Made $1,500. Very nice. So I partial more on Tesla. Actually, I have only 100 shares left. Just want to observe the history. SOXL. My average on SOXL is 30.13, so it's pretty close to my average. Should I book the profit or should be the DGN to hold this? I love this SOXL. It's actually better than TKKQ. Has the liquidity, volatility.
Yeah, look at it. Tesla's now that 235 is in play.
It's quiet, huh? Quiet on the Western Front.
Right on the Western Front, we've made our money, and now we're just watching things, and getting Romo of stock trades should have made, should have held.
Quiet on the Western Front. What a movie. Guys, if you haven't watched that movie, you gotta watch that. That movie is amazing. All Quiet on the Western Front. The one that Netflix built. There's another one.
I like the. I was watching some show about the Alamo. That was pretty interesting.
The original. I can watch it. I love that. No, this one that I'm talking about on my screen. All Quiet on the Western Front. It was 2022. Netflix built it. They built it with
Yeah.
20 billion. 20 million, really? That sounds like cheap for that movie.
Well, the old days movies were a lot cheaper.
No. This one is 2022. There's a
Oh,
lot of
okay.
2022. There's a lot of things in there. The story was amazing. The guy dies in the last 10 seconds that the war is ended. Such a powerful movie. I think I cried in that movie. I don't usually cry because I'm such an asshole, but this one really got me. All right, partially more on Tesla. Spoiler alert, yeah. Now, of course, it's war movie. You gotta die in war movies, so be ready to see a lot of dead bodies, including the protagonist or what is it called? First role. All right, so All Quiet on the Western Front. That's the. Oh. So
Nvidia is still moving up here. It looks good. Nvidia's got some orders at 109, 109.50.
it turned out to be a very, very nice 920 trade. I don't know why I sold my position.
Here's 109.
So guys, I messed up on this 920, but look at that's how 920 works. You buy it on the 20 moving average, and then partial when it comes back into the 9, and then now it's gonna go for the high of the day. Wow, look at that beauty. This is beauty. This is what is happening, guys. It's super beauty, guys. Beauty. So it's up 7%. Huh? So where is it gonna go? I gotta stop the odds, Sami. Unfortunately, yes.
Qs are breaking out. All new high here. We're going through yesterday's high. SPY is this is good to be a trending day by the looks of it.
So that is it.
Yeah, I am going to have to leave because I've got a meeting downtown at 8. So I've got to leave here fairly quickly. But yeah, I think it's going to be a trending day for sure.
Yeah, so very nice. So message me after when you're in downtown. Maybe we can grab a coffee or something. I just have
Sure.
gym 11 to 12. I have 3 before that.
Okay.
So
All right,
I
guys.
think now Abby's coming. So
Yep.
let's see what Abby's up to. Mr. Abby. Abby posted a very interesting picture. Brent, I don't know if you have the picture when he started trading. It was a very, very nice, like he had a small first setup. Do you have it, Brent? Are you in the group in Telegram?
I can look for it.
Yeah, I think it's in BBT Lifestyle. That's
I'm not in that one.
I'm actually adding you now.
All right, I'm gonna drop off here. Have a good rest of the morning, everybody, and yeah, hope everyone had a good morning. Cheers.
Yeah, so goodbye on that front. Right, so I added you on that. There is a very, very nice pictures of Abby. Or maybe it's not in there. But Avi, I remember he sent us one of his original stations that he was trading.
Yeah, I don't see it in there.
If you, Abby, if you can hear us, maybe you can share it with Brent so we can actually share. So that was really nice. I love that kind of pictures. I had a lot of pictures when I started trading. Unfortunately, it was in one of these, I didn't put anything on the cloud or anything, and I lost all those pictures because it was just old computer. But yeah, I love to have those pictures.
Stand by.
Wow.
Getting it in a sec. But I do have Avi here. Avi, if you want to turn on your mic, you should be able to.
You need to stop the. You need to mute the chat room, Abby.
All right, is that working? No echo
Yes,
this time?
sir. It's working. What's up, buddy?
I can't hear anything now.
Oh, you cannot hear.
All right, there we go. I just unmuted this vMix thing. All right, good. Looks like it's working.
How are you, buddy?
I'm good. I'm good. Having fun with these markets.
I'm excited that
How
you're
you doing?
coming to Colombia. I'm excited that you are making
Yeah.
it to Colombia. I know it's a long flight for you. And hey, I might be actually in Dubai mid-October because I'm going for climbing in Nepal. And then on the way back, I have the option to fly over China or come to Europe. I might actually stop in Dubai and then and Europe and back to Vancouver. So I'll meet you before Colombia. Hopefully, if you're around.
Awesome. Yeah. Come to Dubai. We'll rent Lamborghinis and race them. Go to the autodrome.
I have Lamborghini, man. I bring my own Lamborghini. Like, dude, I would never do that again. Fuck that shit. in Dubai, I got $1,000. I paid $1,000 for a Lamborghini. I rented for a day. It was me and my friend. I had to pay $3,000 in the ticket. Like there is cameras everywhere. Like there's no way that I drive a Lamborghini in Dubai.
Yeah,
No, I
that's
just
not worth
do it to
it.
but anyways, okay. So
Awesome.
I do have that
Abby,
picture now.
yeah, yeah, show it, show it. Yeah, I would like to see that.
I think
Maybe if
that's.
someone.
I'm not sure if that's the one you were talking about, but yeah, that's
No,
from a few
that's
months
the
ago.
one. There was one that with their kids around. That's the one that I was thinking of.
Oh yes, I know what you're talking about. Maybe I can find it here.
So guys, Abby has a really, really nice options trading course. Before, like I actually mentioned that, but you have a really nice options trading course that comes with mentorship as well. I think as much as I remember, I will post the link in both YouTube and in chat room too. I don't know, Brent, is there any agenda? But I want to ask you, if there is anything that you want to talk about, Abby, just quickly tell about how was your trading journey? I know the things that I know is that you started the shares, you switched on options, and then you withdraw a lot of money from your account because you realize that options are, this very powerful. You don't need that much money in the bank account sitting, and then now you're day trading options. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, actually, I'm back to equities now in the last month or so because the sizes that I'm trying to trade on options just got too difficult to manage. The spreads and everything, just stopping out, it got too big. It just got too big. So risk management, basically, a lot easier on stocks like Tesla today, Nvidia, all this stuff, no big deal, much easier. So, but yeah, the whole options things was fun. It was great. But I think I hit a limit with it. And here's the
It's a
thing,
system,
options. Go ahead.
it's a system that you said, like as long as if you have the system. And I remember in Vancouver this year, you had a presentation about the system, based on a 30 minutes chart and everything. That system works on anything, and I am actually more. That's why I never really went into the options because risk management is way way trickier on options. Liquidity is not there, and but still possible.
Yeah, it's possible until you start getting to like 100 contracts at a time. Then it gets difficult.
Yeah, I
60,
understand.
70 contracts was manageable, but it got too big. But
Yeah.
yeah, I was just trading directionally, just as trading equities. The same thing. Instead of equities, just buying options. Buy the calls if you want to go long. Buy the puts if you want to go short. That was it. I wasn't actually trading options in the traditional sense, using it for hedging or spreads or anything. It's kind of brutal, really. Just getting
So
leverage.
one title that you want to talk is, Avi, is how to overcome the fear of making losses. And it's good because you've been both options and shares. Options are the volatility is just crazy on them because they're leverage product. And as soon as you get in there, you lose the spread, and sometimes you enter the trade, it's like your minus $500. How do you handle that?
Yeah, so that was tricky. But in general, your short-term trading, your day trading, you gotta accept that you will make losses. I think that's the hard thing early on. A lot of people come in and think, "All right, I know what I'm doing," and then they marry their trades, then they hold past their stops, and all this stuff happens in the first couple of years of trading. At least for me, it still happens sometimes. Shouldn't be doing that. But you got to accept it because it's a part of the plan. It's a part of the business plan. Any business plan that you have, you're going to accept that you're not going to make money every quarter in any business you may have. So you got to accept that you will have losses, and you don't want to freak out about it. You don't want to go revenge trade because of it. You want to overtrade because of it. All these things happen after losses. So you got to accept that you will have losses. And the key thing that I like to think about is when I'm getting stopped out is, well, firstly, before I even enter a trade, I want to make sure I have asymmetry on my side. So 3-to-1 is the target generally as a minimum. If it doesn't have that setup, I'm not going to get it. If it does have that setup, typically I like to target 5-to-1. And then if I do take that trade, if I do stop out, no big deal because it was worth it. It was worth that 5-to-1 opportunity. The setup was there, the target was there, the momentum was there, whatever indicators you're looking at. So just kind of knowing that asymmetry is on your side whenever you trade, then that fear of stopping out kind of goes out the window a little bit. it helps a lot because you know that when you do get one that works, it's asymmetric. It way overcomes all the losses as well as you're green for the day. And if you trade every trade like that, then check it out at the end of the month. Check your P&L or equity curve at the end of the quarter, and you'll be just fine. You won't have to worry too much about it. It's when when you get in and then you take profits too early, or rather when you get in, you don't really know where your targets are. You start. That's when people take profits early, and then those winners are not bigger than the losers. That's when you have trouble. That's when you get afraid of losing. You come back the next day, you're just terrified of stopping out. I think that has been a real journey. For every trader, it's a journey, and I think the first couple of years especially. And I think my trading got a lot better once I figured out asymmetry, and I just stopped entering trades that don't offer asymmetry. Make sure it's got room to run. That's one of the key things, absolute key thing that you can just it's actionable.
Trust the statistics. Sorry to interrupt. Trust the statistics. Like in climbing, one thing that the first time that I wanted to rock climb, I really just sticking to I couldn't really do anything. And the person who was guiding me, the guide, he said, you have to trust the process, trust the rope, and trust the person down there that is catching you. And that really changed everything, that moment that you trust. If you trust in the statistics and the system, more than a system is the statistics behind it, because the system, it works. That, I get a stopped out and that is okay. That trade is coming to make that. We did a research paper on that. The first paper that we published with Carlos Zaratini, he put this like a 75% loss. We put all the chart and losses and everything. We were blown away by that fact. And that's 25%. When the gains are coming and you let it run, it will do that.
Yeah, you gotta let it run. I think that's really important. And there's another element I think that's more psychological than that when it comes to taking losses or learning to accept losses is people take it too personally. You take trading way too personally. A lot of us do that. It's like it's my money on the line. And if I lose $500 or $1,000, now how am I gonna? That goes out of my kid's college fund, or how am I gonna tell my wife, or whatever? It gets too personal. You can't trade with that. You gotta depersonalize it. Try to think of it as a business. You're running a business. It's a P&L. You got to pay for inventory or employees or whatever. You got to think in those terms rather than this is my money, and you connect it to a very emotional, personal aspect of your life. And then every uptick and downtick when you're in a position is going to freak you out. That's not what you want. You got to detach. There's a great book I read on that actually. Was it? I've got it right here. Yeah, The Zen Trader by Peter Castle. That's the one. Where's it? Where's the camera? There we go. Zen Trader by Peter Castle. He talks a lot about detaching when you're trading, as in detach from the money, detach from it being a personal matter. You just gotta stick to being clinical about it, and you got to find a way to do that. Meditation helps. All this stuff. You got to practice that outside of trading. It's a mindset. It's your relationship with money. It's all of those things. I think those are very, 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 very important. Once you get that psychology right, then taking losses, no big deal. You get back into the trade after 2 stop outs. You take the third opportunity in the next minute, and off it goes for 5-1. No big deal. You can even add in. And when you start adding, it gets even bigger. So I think those are really big hurdles, really important hurdles. Yeah.
I never heard of that book and that person. That's interesting. I'm actually buying it right now in audiobook. Zen Trader.
Yeah, we go. I keep it right on my desk. Reminds me to not get too freaky about trading. There you go. Some guys were asking about it. So
you mentioned this attachment. One thing that you can do for the detachment, the detachment from your from thing, it is just come to this funded account or this prop firm challenges that they do. Then your losses are actually not the real money that you are putting on the kids in college. And that's how this funded training account is started. Like my buddy Ed, he's in UK. I was 2 years ago, I was in Windsor. And then he came to visit me. We had dinner with one of my friends, 3 of us. Then he asked these questions that, Andrew, I want to learn, I want to risk, but it's my kids. I don't have unlimited money. This is my family investments. How do I do that? And I really didn't have any answer to that. The answer to that is this funded training account that we have. Come, it's $1,000. and your losses is that 1,000, your wins are unlimited. Now you go through the process of, detaching yourself from the money without risking real.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, you gotta. Well, another way also I like things. Think, what would a professional trader do at a prop firm or at a hedge fund or whatever. That way, you try to think, put yourself into that mindset of a professional trader. So yeah, the funded account gives you that opportunity as well, and you can detach. And it really changes the way you behave with the market, the way you execute, the way you stop out way past your stop, or you take profits too early. All of those problems they're human problems, you know. So you got to work at the human level. That's not a strategy problem. That's an execution problem, and it's an emotional matter. So I think you got to really take the time to figure that out. If you want to be sustainable in this business, you want to be here for a while. Um, you got to build those instincts. It's not going to happen overnight by reading a book. It happens by reading the books and then practicing and then doing the right things. Maybe you need to get into that funded account thing so that you can detach. You know, maybe you need to join a meditation clinic for a month in Thailand. I don't know, whatever it is. Everyone's different. So those
The
are
problem
really
with
important things.
meditation is, Avi, the problem with these retreats is you lose it. Like in Burning Man, I had a lot of, the aha moments and a lot of time that I was really thinking that, oh, I'm going to change my stuff, but you're going to lose it. Day-to-day life really changes you. I think it's very important to have this continuous meditation, continuous something that constantly remembers you about these revelations that you had.
Yeah, routine and lifestyle. You got to perform that way every day. Conduct yourself a certain way where awareness is a big piece of your life. I mean, I have to do it because I have two little kids, and so I can't just be crazy with them all the time. I got to be patient and really have built a lot of patience doing that. So that's one little hack I've got. But you got to figure out how to perform as a high performance person in your life outside of trading. And when you come to trading, you'll be all right. So meditation, regular exercise, taking care of your health, mental health, all of that stuff. It all goes together. I mean, my trade book is all that stuff. If you look at the technical side, it's not very much. It's a breakout, a retest, maybe it's a reversal. That's about it. There's not much else in my trade book. But it takes 24 hours to execute because it's all about how you conduct yourself outside of trading and then bring those instincts to trading. So I think that's really important.
I love that. Do you meditate daily?
Yeah, not in the last couple of days, but yeah, it's a big piece of what I like to do on a
For me,
daily basis.
my meditation is running. Like a run. I love running. It's
That's awesome. Yeah, yeah. I do meditation and strenuous activity. I go to the gym basically. So those two things helps keep the head in the right place. When you come to trading, you're all right. You're okay. You can handle losses. Yeah, and if you handle
yeah. It's
losses, then you're.
Avi, what was your biggest loss?
Oh man, I had six-figure losses in a day, and that was no fun. Into the
You were the
$100,000.
club, huh? Welcome to the club.
Yeah, that was a while back. I don't know, 2 years ago maybe. I don't remember, but it was not fun. And that started out. I think it was more about losing up front a little bit, and then going YOLO, and then losing that YOLO one, and then going more YOLO, and eventually an hour later, I'm like, wait, what the hell just happened? So if you find a way not to do that, you'll be okay, and you still have some funds to trade and get back in the game. You'll be okay. But yeah, those are big losses. I don't care how much money you have. Six-figure loss in an hour is still a lot.
Yeah, I mean, even for big account with big people, then the number that you associate yourselves, because we all do associate ourselves with the money. Like $5,000, you can say, oh, it's a mortgage payment, or it's this $10,000. That like in that time when I had almost $200,000 loss in a day, I don't remember. It was Neo in 2020. And I said, "Fuck! This is now payment for a mortgage for an apartment. Like that's how easy I lost that thing. And no matter how much money you have, well, how did you overcome that?"
Well, I first I ran away from trading. I think for a week or so, I just didn't show up. That was the first thing, just to help cool off the emotions. And then go back into the screenshots. I like looking at my old screenshots. So what happened? Why did that happen? How did that happen? Basically, a month later, I came back into it. But it was a whole month of kind of looking at why did I execute that way. First week or so was just freaking out. And then after that was just lots of internal introspective kind of studying, and one of the changes I made is actually I took a lot of indicators off my charts. So I realized I was getting really triggered by all these indicators. So my charts are very minimalistic nowadays, and there's very little stimulation on my charts. I can just pay attention to what I want to pay attention to and trade on that. So it came out with a much better way of trading, and that loss really turned a lot around for me. So you can use losses that way to really learn. Painful things are learning opportunities. So take it that way. Those big blow up days are good.
Yeah, I like that. I cried for my biggest loss, and I think crying goods let the emotions out. It's totally okay if you cry. Don't kill yourself, but definitely let the emotion out. In our culture, man has to be strong. I've always mentioned, man, you never cry. You're strong. Take it off, and it's good to some extent. But recently, one of my friends, he gave me feedback, and he said that if you really want to, find a girl or anything, you have to try to be less impressive, try to be more vulnerable. And he's right. Like, I'm a very flashy person, and I try always strong, climb the big mountains, I have money, blah blah blah. And that's not good for my social capital around me. For trading too, sometimes crying is pretty good. I think Dr. Brett Steenbarger has a book about spirituality and trading. He didn't publish the book. The book, I think he put it on his blog or something. I even offered him to publish it for him. He said no. But let me see if I can actually find his book. The Spirituality and Trading.
Yeah, trading's interesting. It really reveals a person. It really reveals you. There's things in you that you don't want to know about, but trading will reveal it, and you'll have to deal with that if you want to be here for the long term. So it's not just show up and throw some money at the market. There's a lot more to it if you want to be here for the long term. You've got to learn that. You got to accept that.
Yeah, I think the book is somewhere around here. I'm actually posting it here. Just also putting it on the YouTube chat. So what else? What else have you cooked for us?
Well, we had 10 minutes. So didn't want to talk too much more. Sorry,
questions for the big man, Avi. By the way, Avi has a course on trading terminal. There's always has to be a sales pitch element in our discussions. So let me bring Avi's course. If you guys, Avi and stuff, if you can find a link to Avi course, just putting in there. And Mike J is there. Highly recommend the class. So I'm glad. To check it out. It comes with the direct access to Avi. I don't know the details exactly, but I know you get to work with him. I think there are some sessions, a private group, and everything in there. But let's take some first from how's Dubai for day traders? Avi Ecom is asking.
The day traders here, well, it's nothing really unusual. As far as taxes are concerned, yeah, it's tax-free if you're not an American, so you get that advantage. Other than that, it's just a big city. What I like about Dubai is you can live any lifestyle you want. You don't have to go with Lamborghinis and all the flashy stuff that we all know about. I hardly get involved in any of that. You can live, going into the desert, going surfing every day if you want. I do stuff like that most of the time. So just Dubai's fine if you like the environment, and it's not like Los Angeles, lots of traffic. So that's great. I love it. And I've got family here, so for me, it's an easy place to live. I grew up here, and it was very different 35 years ago. So
it's a different lifestyle. I mean, someone said, "Oh, there's no nature." Oh, there is nature. It's different nature. It's desert. I love desert. This is my favorite landscape because you see creatures that the survival is impossible. I like that. Even humans are, they create something that is impossible. I love that. I love there's a desert for that. I mean, extreme cold in Antarctica, I love that too, but there's no nature. There's no living species there. Like there's nobody can survive there. But you see deserts, animals, you find them really weird that they live with no water, no food. I fucking love that. So let's take another question. That's kind of a long shot, but is there one thing that pushed you over the edge to be consistently profitable? I don't know if you can put one pinpoint, one thing. Can you?
Well, it's not one pinpoint, but I think it comes down to a bigger picture of why you're doing this to begin with. And if your whole reason to show up and to be here in the first place, if it's strong enough, then it'll help you overcome whatever obstacles come in your way. So for me personally, it's more about I wanted to make sure I'm not a slave to the rat race, stuck in the grind and all that stuff. I have a couple of kids, and I'm not going to let them grow up without me being around, as in being away in the office 12 hours a day or something like that. So that was a big one. And that kind of drew me towards this in the first place. So anytime there were setbacks or anything, I've had moments where I quit and really didn't want to come back. I was terrified. But the why has to be big enough. For me, it's been big enough so far, and I'm still here. So I think your whole reason to take this up in the first place is something you should really have absolutely clear in your mind. It should be it's a commitment. It's a learning curve. It's a serious learning curve. You will lose money, and as long as you survive and stay in the right communities, expose yourself to the right kind of people, I think you'll be all right for the most part. But yeah, it comes down to your motivation. Why are you here in the first place?
That's a very good point. I really wanted the power of manifestation. I really wanted this lifestyle that I'm having right now. I really wanted to be able to travel and see the world the way that I want. Because now that I see the world the way that I want, a lot of people when you get older, retirement, and then you don't have energy, you have to take cruises and stuff. But now I see the world the way that I want, and I really wanted that. That determination. That passion drives you. I was having a conversation with one of my friends. She's a psychologist about marriage too, and she said that for marriage, more than love, you need passion of building something with one person. It's not about sex. It's not about love. It's not about but are you passionate about building something with another person? Same goes for trading. Are you passionate enough about creating this lifestyle and set a goal? For me, it was traveling the world. For a lot of people in our community, their passion is just to provide a little bit more for their family. They don't want to become, private jet or Lamborghini. They just want to see, can I have one extra apartment for the kids' future? That requires only maybe $500 a day, and that's it. Keep that target. Don't dream more than that. And one of the things that you keep you in check is just don't be greedy. You want $500 a day. That's it. That's what you want. You have a job. You have a family. I don't want more, because more comes with more risk. More comes with different mentality. More comes. You can never become like me, because I'm a single guy. I'm young. When I was trading, my partner was supportive. I have a different stage of life. Where are you with that?
Yeah, no, fantastic. Lots of reasons. Yeah.
So there are some questions there in Dubai, which is they're asking directions from you, which I think let's skip that one. Hey Andrew, how do we get to malls? Right? What kind of question is that?
I'm not the Dubai Uber service. Come on now.
What direction? Like, hey, I'm in the middle of the way. I'm going to this interview, man. Okay, so turn left. All right, so let's get something from YouTube.
Where are we missing out? Yeah. I'm seeing some here in the chat room, but let's see what's on YouTube.
Yeah, so Cam is asking a good question on YouTube that this scaling up is always an issue. Like everybody's a good trader when it's like a one contract or like one share or two share. But when you're scaling up, the same system, same setup, but how do you actually scale up? Because how do you work on the contracts?
Yeah, that's a tricky one, huh? The way I did it was learning to add into trades that are going in my favor. So the first thing is when you get your first partial, get a pullback and then add into it or recycle that. That's one way to do it. The other way is to scale into the position before you even take your first partials. That's how I did it. So in that sense, trying to not add risk, but to add size. And so moving in the stops tighter, with more confirmation, which allows you to put on more size. That's my method, and that still works. I still do that. So I have different tier sizes nowadays that I use, and that's one way to do it, to ease into it. I mean, you can just go and double your risk in a day if you want, and see if you still survive a month later. I challenge you. I don't think that's going to work. That rarely works.
I like that. You said that you're adding, adding size and adding risk might not necessarily be the same thing. You're adding size, but your setup risk is set. Like I'm getting out if I'm getting out at 50 cents. That's my risk limit. Of course, the nominal value of your risk is going to go higher because of your size, but that doesn't change your system. Adding more risk to your trade could be like, let's go to this low float stock, go all in, like that kind of. It's a completely different strategy, or like what Ross Cameron trades, or other people. Different strategies are riskier. The penny stock traders, that's a completely different thing. But what we do is you have a certain limit, like NVIDIA stocks, and these are certain risk profile they have because they trade differently.
Yep.
Any other questions? Let's see. So you said you trade only 2 strategies. Does the minimum help with the fear? Yeah. The problem, answer that question first. Having a 2 or 3 strategies is really good because it keeps your trading very simple. The problem with that is you may not find trading opportunity all the time, and over trading is a risk onto that. I mean, everything in life, pros and cons. Having a very simple, small number of the trades is really good, but the risk is you got to be patient until the setup comes for you. And if you want to have 10 different trade books for 10 different environments, it's a little bit more complex.
Cool.
What's a good capital to start? Abby, how much did you start? I know you're pretty rich. How much do you have? Come up. Some of the numbers. How much do you work? How much did you
I
start?
started with a $30,000 account just above PDC, and went down. That went down to the $25,000 rule within about 3 months or so. Started with $50 risk per trade on that, and very quickly in a few months I was in the simulator again because I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
Then build from there. Really, just kind of build it up. You don't want to just add more cash to your account because you blew it up. That's not the way to do it. Got to make sure you're above that PDT rule if it applies to you, and then build. It's better to build it organically because you just multiply your cash. Let's say you have cash, you just multiply your account 2 or 3 times, and now try and trade with a bigger risk again. You're going to struggle to manage those trades. You can't risk $100 and you're comfortable with it, and then a month later now you decide I'm going to risk $500 per trade. It's emotionally it's going to mess with you when you're in the trade, and your whole trade book, your trade style, all that will just go out the window. So you got to ease into it, man. You got to go gradually. Just like any profession, it takes 4 or 5 years to get good at it. Education and break into the market, all that stuff. Think of it that way. This is not a game. It's something you got to give it the time it deserves to get good at it and grow organically. I think that's really, really important. So start small and then let it grow.
Yeah, don't set a really good, a really good expectation of what you are doing in life. Don't put, when you put unrealistic expectation, like I'm doing it for like 10, 12 years. I have multiple sources of income. I'm single guy. I don't answer to anybody. That kind of thing. You can't be like me. You have to see what is reasonable for you. When you go to the gym, for example, you don't want to become like your trainer. Like I have my trainer for workout, the personal trainer. I'd never be like him, and I don't want to be like him. He's like big, muscly, part. It's just first of all, I don't want to be like you. Second of all, is if I want to be like you, I have to be in the gym all the time. I don't want to be that. So set something really good for yourself with the budget that you have and where you want to be there. And that something is about trading is that everybody starts a different journey, and I love that that you have to set your journey. And for the capital guys, use this our funded trading account. Not that I want to sell you something. Use this is the most thing that we ever invented for your trading, because you go through the real stress of making money. Don't worry about the PDT. Come and see if you can get $15,000 from Andrew in 3 months, or $5,000 from Andrew from 3 months, and then open your bank account. Why do you want to go through that process? Do you think you're a simulator good? Come to a thing. If not, don't even bother opening a trading account, in my opinion.
Yeah,
All right,
absolutely.
I think that's it. This is the time. Market is going red. Market is telling us to stop. Avi, thank you so much. I'll see you soon, buddy. And
Yeah.
his email is avi at bearabletraders.com. All of our community are first name at bearabletraders.com. Avi is part of Peak Capital Trading Program as well. He has some modules there. But if you do mentorship with Avi directly, I think his course is included. But if you buy the course, there's something included. So Avi has a very interesting program, and I don't know how it is. He values his time differently. So I don't know actually how much it costs. So reach out to him directly. And get in touch. Thanks, guys. Thanks, buddy. See you soon.
Great. Thank you, Andrew. Take care, guys.
Raza, how do we get to the Dubai Mall? Should I take this exit or should I take the next one? Just kidding.
That's the long question. I'm going to the beach. Yeah, the hell with the mall. Oh, man. Take it easy. Thanks, guys. See ya.
Bye. Okay, perfect.